Davos, a town that knows two winters. One white, quiet, smelling of snow and coffee on a terrace. The other, loud when the world comes here not for skiing, but for decisions. Every January, Davos changes its pulse. To this town that usually breathes with the rhythm of skis and wind come people in suits, cars with tinted windows, cameras, microphones. The World Economic Forum. Here, in the silence of the mountains, takes place a conversation that for a few days sets the tone of global debates. And though they talk about the future of the planet, they rarely find the time to look at the mountains that quietly rise above them. I watch it from a distance, from above, from the place where asphalt ends and snow begins. You can see Davos from the slopes of Parsenn, as if someone scattered lights and sounds across the valley and stretched silence above them. Down there, decisions and words up here, only breath and the trace of skis. This is another kind of forum, quieter, more human, a forum between you and yourself. Because everyone who comes to Davos brings something with them. Plans, stress, haste, but after a few runs, you start to leave it all behind, because snow knows no names. It only knows the weight of a person and the rhythm of their turns. When the sun rises behind the peaks of Jakobshorn, light cuts through the fog like a warm knife. The descent becomes a prayer in motion. No words, no crowd, only you and what you carry inside. Sometimes, far below, you hear a helicopter, maybe a broadcast, maybe a speech, but it's all an echo from another world, a world that holds no power here. Because Davos is about balance, where politics meets silence and luxury meets humility. Everything here feels precise, clean, made of breath and light. Every hotel is its own world, every turn leads to a new emotion. Halfway down, I stop, take off my helmet, and hear only the wind. And I understand. This is the real forum, not where people speak, but where they listen. People often think skiing is a sport, but it's really a conversation with the mountain, a dialogue without words where every movement has meaning. It's not about speed, it's about rhythm. The same rhythm as life itself, which sometimes races, sometimes slows. Sometimes you fall, sometimes you rise, and only you decide how deeply you can trust the snow beneath you. In the cafes of Davos sit those who have finished their runs and those who have finished their meetings. Some take off helmets, others remove ties, all of them tired, yet their eyes share the same light. The light of relief, that for a moment they could simply be themselves. Not a title, not a function, just a person. In the evening, when the city quiets and the helicopters depart, Davos returns to its own rhythm. You hear again the sound of steps in the snow, and the soft scrape of skis on ice. Hotel lights reflect in the windows like memories in glass. And then you see what this place truly is. Not a capital of decisions, but a sanctuary of silence that says more than 1,000 speeches. I look at my tracks. They disappear quickly, like everything in life, but beneath each one remains something unseen, rhythm, emotion, thought. That's the Pilutka. Not a sign, not a logo, not a name, a trace of presence, a quiet symbol that I was here, that I felt, that I remember. Everyone who looks at snow leaves their own Pilutka, a small mark of meaning in the wide, white world. Davos is not only a meeting place for the world, it's also the place where the world stops mattering. Because when you ski, you really ski. You're not thinking of tomorrow, not of outcomes, only of keeping your rhythm. And maybe that's what life is, finding your rhythm amid the noise. Below me glows the Landwasser Valley. From above, it looks like a map of breaths, the city breathing, cars moving like threads of light, and you know this moment will never come again. In a few days, the forum will end, people will leave, and Davos will once more become a quiet mountain town. But the mountains will stay, and they will remember. Because the silence of Davos is not emptiness. It's a kind of conversation you cannot hear, a conversation in which everything has already been said. When I ski down for the last time, I know I'll return, not for speed, not for luxury, but to hear the silence again, Because Davos doesn't end where the slope does. Davos stays within you, like an echo, a mark, a pilutka in the snow. If you want to understand what this place truly is, look at the world from the height of a descent, and then just keep going.